Hi, it's the Wealthy Expat here. We have amazing news from El Salvador, the first country in the world to accept Bitcoin as their official legal tender and their currency. And they actually are proposing citizenship by investment through Bitcoin. Obviously, it's their legal tender. Just like when you pay St. Kitts in US dollars, you pay El Salvador in Bitcoin, which is extremely interesting. I'm extremely interested in this program, so we'll look at what are the requirements going to look like? When exactly is this going to start to be a real program? What you should expect in terms of timelines, because obviously some citizenship programs are 4 to 6 months and some are 18 months all the way to 5 years. So which one is this? And is it a passport that you should consider for your passport portfolio? Let's see and check it out. All right, let's look at the backdrop of this program, Citizenship by Investment in El Salvador with Bitcoin. Obviously, after they made Bitcoin legal tender, the president, Nayib Bukele, said that he wanted to give permanent residence to any Bitcoin investors that would invest at least 3 Bitcoin in the economy, in the Salvadoran economy. So 3 Bitcoin right now is around 130 something thousand. Maybe when you're watching this video, it keeps pumping. After this whole situation happening here in Eastern Europe, that is very sad. It's obviously pumping a lot of people buying Bitcoin, specifically from Russia and other countries here in Eastern Europe. It's pumping quite nicely. So maybe it's 150,000, maybe 175,000 whenever you're watching this video. Now, Nayib Bukele has basically said that he won't put it at 3 Bitcoin. He will put it at $100,000 for permanent residence in El Salvador. So instead of 3 Bitcoin, it's $100,000. Let's say in the next couple of days, it's 2 Bitcoin, or maybe later on, it's 1 Bitcoin or 0.5 Bitcoin. We'll see how the price moves. So it's essentially going to be $100,000. So it's competitive at that price point compared to St. Lucia, Dominica, obviously compared to St. Kitts, which is $150,000. The problem is it's just permanent residence. It's not citizenship. And it would qualify for citizenship after 5 years in the country. So you would need to get permanent residence for $100,000, let's say 2 Bitcoin, and then you would get the citizenship after 5 years, which is not attractive at all for a program that is not really that great of a passport. It's not a European passport, it's not a Maltese passport, anything like that. So it's definitely not that interesting for people that will compare it to something like St. Lucia or Dominica or St. Kitts. Now here's where the interesting part comes in. The naturalization law in El Salvador says that there's many ways that you can qualify to become a citizen of El Salvador. And one of those ways that you can qualify is by proving that you've done a noteworthy service to the Republic of El Salvador. So you basically did something, maybe you fought in the war for El Salvador, or you did something for the president or something like that. So what Nayib Bukele is trying to do is make the investment in Bitcoin, those $100,000 in Bitcoin from any investor around the world, a noteworthy service to the Republic, so that you can then qualify for citizenship in El Salvador. And that is the reform and the change that is trying to go through in the government right now with Nayib Bukele. He has a lot of power in the government. So I really think he's going to make this the law, where if you make an investment in the country of $100,000 or more in Bitcoin, in their legal tender, then you're doing a noteworthy service for the Republic. Therefore, you qualify for citizenship. And then the program would be extremely interesting, because that would put the program at a 4 to 6 month timeline, something like that, where you'd invest $100,000, let's say half or 2 Bitcoin or 1 Bitcoin, and then you would qualify for citizenship right away, and you would get the citizenship in 4 to 6 months, just like all the other countries. The Salvadorian passport is obviously not a tier A passport, it's not an amazing passport, but it does give you access to pretty much all the countries that St. Kitts gives you. St. Kitts gives you access to a couple more countries. For example, Botswana in Africa, St. Kitts give you access to it. Salvador doesn't, but I'm probably not going to go to Botswana. Salvador does give you access to very interesting countries like Japan, which is very hard to access, hard to get a visa with countries in the Caribbean, and it does give you access to the UAE as well, visa-free, which is a country that you need a visa with pretty much any citizenship by investment program in the Caribbean at that price point. So definitely a passport that is very interesting. If they do change the law, I think Nayib Bukele, I was looking at different articles online, specifically one from IMI Daily, which is a place that I actually like to get some information from. They do post a lot of good articles. They were saying that Nayib Bukele might make an announcement on the Bitcoin conference in Miami in April. So I'm staying tuned to that. I'm hoping that Nayib Bukele will say, okay, we did a reform, we've changed it, and now making an investment is a noteworthy service, and now you can qualify for citizenship with $100,000 in Bitcoin invested into the Salvadoran economy. I've been to El Salvador around 6 to 7 years ago. Very dangerous country back then. I didn't feel safe at all. I went there for a judo tournament and I didn't really like the country that much just because it was extremely dangerous. Now a lot of things have changed. A lot of foreigners are moving there. A lot of people are going there and visiting and saying that it's not that bad anymore. Now that the new president is here, they've controlled a lot of the gang violence that's happening and so on. And obviously they accepted Bitcoin. So it's definitely growing and improving at a fast rate. So I would definitely love to be part of this movement if it does happen. The passport doesn't give me access to a ton more countries. Specifically, if I renounce US citizenship, okay, I would get like 2 or 3 more countries like the UAE, which I already have a residence permit for, or Japan, which is very interesting. I was planning to get Turkish citizenship by investment to get access to Japan again, but Salvador has it. So it would be very interesting, but it would be a great program to compare it to other citizenship programs, specifically for people that don't want to cash out crypto. That's the beauty of a program like this. I really hope it goes through. I really hope they make it in a short timeline, not a 5-year program or 3-year program, nothing like that. I hope they make it 4 to 6 months. Obviously, they need to do their due diligence and proper examination of all the people that are applying and so on. Just like St. Kitts, it takes 4 months to check up on you and do security checks and all of this. But the beauty of it is that you can pay directly in Bitcoin. So let's say the Salvador Citizenship by Investment unit would just give you a Bitcoin address. You would send the Bitcoin and done. That's it. You don't need to transfer to a bank account. You don't need to go through a crazy process. You don't need to go to a broker. For example, I have a lot of clients that all they have is crypto. Most of their net worth, let's say it's 100 million, 50 million, whatever it is, it's all in Bitcoin and in crypto. You would just need to make a small transfer of $100,000 and done. You would be a Salvadorian citizen. Obviously, you would need to do more checks apart from just that, but that would be a beautiful program. And all these other countries like St. Kitts, like St. Lucia would be extremely jealous of El Salvador. And you know what? They might also implement that. So St. Kitts might say, okay, just send us Bitcoin. For $150,000, done, you get the passport. Antigua might do the same, which is a very crypto-friendly country. Hey, send us $130,000. We'll give you the passport in 6 months. Just send it to a Bitcoin address, USDT address, whatever it is. And that would be beautiful for the citizenship by investment industry. And I would 100% get this passport. If they put the project and they actually put the program as a real program for citizenship by investment, I would be one of the first clients and I would get the Salvador passport and I would show it off here on the channel as I always do. I love what El Salvador is doing and how the country is growing and improving, and I really hope they do this citizenship by investment program properly. We'll see over the next couple of months. I'll keep you updated if it becomes a real program. I'll keep you updated if I become a client of El Salvador and actually get citizenship. And obviously, if it becomes a program, we'll help you out with all the process that you need with our lawyers to actually become a citizen of El Salvador. If you want to get a second citizenship, you want to get citizenship by investment or residence by investment, or you just want to move somewhere to lower your taxes, to pay zero tax, click that first link in the description. Book a one-on-one call with us, with Wealthy Expat. We're a team now of people helping you in Dubai and all over the world to get second citizenship, to improve your life, to pay zero tax, and improve your freedom and your privacy. Go ahead and click that link and check out the video that's gonna pop up right here. These are the fastest passports in the world. If you're looking to get citizenship by investment and you're looking to get a second citizenship, which are the fastest that you can get, check it out right there. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button. This is the Wealthy Expat. I'll see you on the next one.